It's recording?
Yes.
What's up, everybody? So today I'm covering the cops class. Not wearing my uniform today because I just want to talk briefly about the rear naked choke. Lateral Vascular Restrain, however your department calls it. On your knees? I mean, just sit. Okay, so how's the lighting? Good?
It's good.
It's a little bit too
bright.
Dark, bright?
Yeah.
How about this? Turn it this way. Turn it this way. How about now? How's it look now?
That's better.
Better?
Hair and
Better?
makeup. Hair and
How's
makeup.
makeup good?
Hair and makeup.
Action. Oh, Zen part again. All right, so here we go. Let's talk about what's being affected when I'm applying a rear choke.
Let's move over a little bit more.
Basically, I'm slowing down the blood flow to and from the brain. Okay, blood flows on the sides of your neck through the carotid arteries and the jugular veins that are more inside. Okay, so what we're doing is we're slowing down the flow of blood. That's going to cause them to pass out because there's oxygen in the blood. So when we stop it here, person goes out. If I start applying pressure to the front of the throat, I'm affecting his air. Okay, so when I apply pressure to the sides, he's still breathing. That's why you hear that snoring sound whenever you put somebody out. Okay? So, how to do this properly for law enforcement? Make sure that your elbow is aligned with his chin. That should, if you can see, that should place your arm in a good position where you can apply pressure to the sides of the neck. Again, try to stay away from the front, because you can cause some serious damage to his trachea. Okay? So I'm gonna slide my arm through here. Make sure, if the chin's a little bit away from your elbow, push it. Simple. Don't do this. Everybody, a lot of places teach that. That's not correct. Because the first thing this person is going to do when I do this is gonna grab your hands. So try to practice this, the X method. I go one, and then I bring the second one over the first one, across. So it's 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And that's how you should be practicing it with a partner. If you notice, I didn't need to put any pressure yet. I'm going 1, 2. I know it's tight. If I want to squeeze now, boom, he's gonna go out. Good point. When do you stop? You gotta keep looking at him and you apply enough pressure. It really depends on, in training, they're probably gonna tap within a few seconds. But in a real street fight, I've put many people to sleep in the street. It usually takes, it's taken sometimes as long as about 20 seconds, believe it or not. And that seems like a long time. It's because in the street fight, number one, people don't tap, so they're gonna resist a lot longer. And number two, the element of fighting, the movement, it's not gonna be perfect. It's gonna take you some time to put him out. But once you put him out, once you see that his hands drop, that the movement stops, my suggestion, don't release immediately. Once you see he went out, and that's because you saw him already go out, just hold it just about a few more, about 7 more seconds, hold them. That's going to ensure you, when you release, it's going to give you ample time to go into the handcuffing. Remember with this one thing. If he was fighting when you put him to sleep, if you let go immediately, just drop your hands. If you let go of your hands too fast, he's going to wake up fighting again. Because the brain doesn't know that it went out a lot of times. So it's like a light switch. It went out, you went fighting, you went out, you wake up. If you ever seen a UFC fighter when the fights in the UFC when somebody got put to sleep and then the referee's over waking the guy up, the guy wakes up, he ends up fighting the referee. It's because he thinks he's still in the fight. It's a light switch, okay? So, 1, 2, once he goes out, don't just drop him. Even if you were doing this standing, don't just drop him, because if you just let him go, stand up. You walk up on somebody and you lock them in. If they go out and you just let them go, the secondary fall can cause some serious damage if he hits his head on concrete or something. You want to avoid that. So if you do put the guy out, just slowly, once he goes out, let go, then I'll control him, I'll bring him down, and I'll start putting him sideways here. so that I can start going into my handcuffing. Trust me, he will wake up, but you want to handcuff as fast as you can. Once you got him handcuffed, you could just either sit him up and start waking him up, or you can put him sideways, and he's going to wake up on his own. You just tap him a little bit, a couple times. There's many different ways you can use to wake him up. That's usually not a problem. But one thing I will say, once he goes out, do not hold that once he goes out, don't hold that any more than 10 seconds. Don't keep going, because then you start going into a gray area. This could be extremely safe if done correctly, but it could have some deadly consequences if you sit there and you hold that for an extended period of time. What's an extended period of time? Guys, if you're going over 40, 50 seconds, you're getting close to that minute, you are definitely into that gray area. Anywhere over that, it's deadly. So you want to stay away from that, okay? It only takes a couple of seconds. Put him out. Once he goes out, you let him go and you do your handcuffing. You got to train yourself, and you got to do it right, okay? Don't go out there and just think you can go out there and choke everybody that gets hurt. Only use this if your life depends on it and you have to use it, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, reach out to me, okay? I'm out.